Hey, Jeff here. Welcome to Netflix and Slay. Uh, I'm coming to you live from my bedroom, lying in bed, looking up at the ceiling here. I hope all of you are getting ready to slay and to crush your goals. Um, I'm still getting these messages online about the name Netflix and Slay. Like I said before, I agree it's a bad name. I don't like the name. I agree with all of you. I don't feel comfortable with the name. But I think I will proceed with the name for now. So it is subject to change, but we're going to stick with Netflix and Slay for now. So now that that's settled, you can maybe just leave me alone about that for a little bit. As you can see, I'm not exercising today. No, don't worry, I don't have COVID. Well, I shouldn't laugh. A lot of people are dying from that. But I don't have that. So it's okay. But my exercise motivation has been waning. But I hope that you, all of you who rely on me and on this podcast for your own motivation, will take that as further motivation. Because Lord knows we need it. Today I'll be talking about another movie called The Silence. Don't worry, it's not the other movie called The Silence that I already talked about. Actually, it's a more recent movie, 2016, by Martin Scorsese. He did this movie, and he'd been trying to make it for decades. And I'm a fan of Scorsese. I've seen a lot of his oeuvre. It's very much in line with the kind of movie I like. I've seen the movies. I've seen Goodfellas. I've seen Godfather. I've seen Gotti and The Sopranos. I've seen all these Scorsese joints. So I was very excited to pop in, metaphorically, because it was a digital version that I stole off of the internet on the piratebay.org. The Silence. I have to say, I didn't quite know what to make of this one exactly. Like Floating Weeds, which I talked about earlier, it is in Japan as well. And again, I appreciated that aspect of it. It really felt like I was in Japan. And I appreciate that because I've never been to Japan. But first of all, I had a bit of a casting decision issue. I like Adam Driver in it because he's kind of funny looking in a good way. But they also cast Andrew Garfield in it, who looks kind of like a Muppet. So he's like funny looking in an actually funny way, not in a kind of weird, scary way like Adam Driver, but in like an actual funny way. And that didn't make total sense to me because I think he was supposed to be sad for a lot of it. and like wise, I guess. So that was distracting. Uh, he was dreadful. He was dreadful. You know, I read a review online of this movie while I was trying to understand it, and one said it was just dreadful from beginning to end. And that was sort of how I felt about it, except, I could see where he was going with a lot of the violent stuff because it did remind me of like, other Scorsese movies like Reservoir Dogs and like, you know, Taxi Driver and The Joker and stuff. But it it didn't it wasn't fun violence. So all in all, thumbs down on this. I never thought I'd say it about a Scorsese, but it just didn't quite get there. So. Um, but I am considering converting to Christianity after watching it. So that's a plus. But anyway, so I hope y'all have had a good workout so far, and you're also working out more than I am, and you're looking at me with pity and understanding that you can be better than I am. You can make something of yourself if you take advantage of every moment. Instead of just sitting in bed like a bastard watching Netflix or whatever. Okay, peace. Please subscribe. Do not rate and review yet until you subscribed and watched enough until you're confident that you can rate this highly. So that's as simply as I can put it. And it might take a little while, but that's very important. Okay. Peace out. Good night to anyone who. Alright, I'll see you. Bye.